All right. Hey, everybody. It's Jason Blaha here. I'm just sitting here drinking my morning coffee. Looking sexy as hell as usual. And yeah, thought we'd get a quick coffee chat in before I go train some biceps and forearms. Let me try to go real strict on those today. I want to go stricter, especially on the barbell curl, right? Just want to make sure I'm getting really that best effect from it. All right, did I get this strict enough? Did I go public? What are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're definitely public. And well, Matt, I don't always have to acknowledge the comment. I'm gonna acknowledge less of the trolley stuff, Matt. Just how it's gonna have to be, man. I'm gonna keep it to my relevant topics. Well, I do appreciate the money and the like, but at the end of the day, just not gonna address certain things, and I think that's fair. All right, I feel I've said enough of that. Some of those topics I may make eventual videos and address some of those key points, but those are going to take time. All those things, all the people who hate me are concerned about. But that's going to be an eventual thing. There's a lot to bite off there. But in the meantime, waking up, I got a much later start today than I like. I didn't intend necessarily to be out till midnight last night. I got invited out. It's one of those things where I'd ask someone if they had plans, and they're like, "No, I'm tired, and I'm trying to grocery shop." And they're like, "Hey, come about, let's all hang out." I don't know. King Bruce says, "Hey, Jason, how you doing, man?" Cliff says, "Yo, how you doing, brother?" Doing good, guys. I'm gonna get up. I have a little bit of client stuff to do. It's actually not bad. Yeah, there's going to totally be a Alpha Destiny one. Totally going to be an Alpha Destiny. I want to space those out because I just kind of hit him with a call out yesterday, so I'm going to wait till the end of the week to do it. I'm definitely going to hit him this weekend. I say that, but I might. Right? I might. Dave John says, "Hi, Jason. Looking good, mate. Happy New Year from the UK." Hey, man. Dave, Happy New Year to you too, brother. Okay, Matt, that's a good one. You may need to see a doctor. I have a client who has to take meds for his migraines. He's been able to taper off of them. But honestly, the neck training may be the best thing you can do. My crick in my neck is finally starting to get better from doing mine, right? It's been a lot. So that's what I was joking with friends last night because we're all like 40 plus. There was one person there who was like 36. And they had said, I hurt myself for the first time in bed. And we start laughing. It's like, get used to it. It sucks, right? So in my case, it's definitely, I got neck problems purely from sleeping on my pillow wrong. And every time I do it, messed up, and then I have to train my neck for a while. But I feel like that crick in my neck, I don't feel it today. It's finally doing better. All right, but I don't know what else to tell you, Matt. If the neck training doesn't help, at that point, you may need to talk to a medical specialist because migraines are a whole area of medical stuff. Right? It's a whole area, dude. You should just go talk to a doctor. Do you believe that wearing fragrance messes up your hormones, or is this a massive? I don't think it. Like, it's an endocrine disruptor. I mean, in theory, I suppose it would depend on the fragrance, right? So, Cliff, you can't take that as a broad category. Are there potential things like xenoestrogens or phytoestrogens that there's some concern and stuff like lavender? Maybe, but as far as it being a big deal, I don't know. To be honest, I haven't researched it enough. Right, as far as a lot of the environmental estrogens. No, Matt, it's not your business. No, I was not hanging out with Royce. Royce has been really busy. And let me see. The people I was hanging out with, I can assure you, you don't even know their names. Most likely not. All right. IT says sleeping position is very important. I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hello, it's Jason. I've been watching your videos for the past 8 years. Greetings from Lithuania. Hey, man, greetings to you, dude. Welcome aboard, man. No, Royce doesn't care about the troll stuff. No, he didn't care at all. He just thinks it's ridiculous. Keep in mind, Royce and I call each other brothers to other people. Like we tell each other we're our brothers, and because we agreed to be brothers, so it's kind of ride or die. No, he thinks it's ridiculous. He thinks, dude, I'm gonna be nice and not even tell you what he thinks of you guys with that stuff. All right. Junior, what's the softest, most made easy on the body steroid someone with epilepsy can possibly take, assuming it's not trans? Prima bowling. DJ says, how long do you think Alex has been using supplements? It's not like he started. He definitely was when he got first started getting the moon face. When he was going to the buffet boys, he was hitting some white stuff. He was running a wet stack back then. Like that's one of the first time I saw any signs. When he first came out on YouTube, I didn't see any signs. That first time he started getting the boofy moon face, yeah, definitely. And I don't know what year that was. Hey, Matt, I'm not going to answer some of that stuff at the moment. We're just done. Thoughts on weighted blankets. I know people who've done this. I don't know what I think about this idea of weighted blankets. Seems like a strange thing, but I don't know. Maybe there's some benefits to it. But I've heard of people. I know someone who's like, I got a weighted blanket. I'm like, all right, but, hey, man, if it makes you happy and you feel you get some benefit, then go for it, right? Natty, you're not on Sean Malawali. This is where people get mad at me. Go, how come you can say his name right, but you can't say our names right? Because I don't like you guys. It's intentional. It's sort of funny. Like people get mad at me, right? They're like, "Oh, you're so illiterate. You can't even." It's like, no, I do it on purpose because I just don't like you guys. It's like, sorry to some of you people. If you guys are goofball trolls, I'm gonna say your names wrong to make fun of you. No, Matt, I'm not reacting to anything for $10. I need a lot more than that. I don't know, maybe $1,000. All right. Because Matt, you guys do realize you guys are ridiculous with your statements about the welfare and Section 8. Like y'all do know that's not true. I hope that you realize it's not true, that you're just trolling. If you don't, then I'm sorry, you just don't. I don't know. We're putting fragrance in the same category as microplastics. BS, what I want. I don't know if it's going to be fully in the same category as microplastics, Cliff. But is there some of them may have some xenoestrogens and stuff? Microplastics are a serious matter, and we know that, right? The evidence of that is becoming very, very extreme. It's something I've been following and a lot of the research just out there, like checking into it, or stuff that even comes through my different news feeds. The problems with microplastics, like it is an enormous problem, and I have no idea what you as a person could even do about it. I don't know if there is a way for any of us to reduce the amount of microplastics we're getting in our body that we're exposed to at this point. I don't have an answer. But I do know that it's a problem, and most of the researchers are agreeing. All right. King Bruce says, I love weighted blankets and help keep your body still and relaxed. Okay. I can see that. And if that helps you, and here's the thing, King, here's what I'm going to tell anybody. I don't care what it is. Anything that helps you relax and sleep better is a win for you as a lifter. Absolute win. IT said, I find it so pathetic how Leonidas denies his roid use. Why can't he be honest? It's not like it's a big deal. It really isn't a big deal, guys. And that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. Test life is the best life. Thoughts on racism in the lifting world? It's a problem. Hopeful. I've said that before. Definitely the rise of like hardcore racism, and I'm talking hate groups inside lifting circles and adopting some of those ideologies is a growing problem. And I'm not saying that being some leftist or anything else. I'm just telling you, I've seen enough of it firsthand. I mean, even you take the followers of that natural hypertrophy, the fake French accent guy, right? Look at his followers in some of those videos, right? Look at guys like Hersoviak and the symbolism he displays in his following. That's what you're seeing there in the public, just in the edges, the peripheral of all of this. I've seen enough of it, some serious stuff firsthand, because, how do I put this? Because people have accused me of being racist in the past, right? And because I'm a middle-aged white guy with a shaved head, other there are people in the lifting world who are hardcore racists who just thought I was one of them, right? Who thought I was one of them. And so therefore they talked to me and told me stuff, and I'm just like, I try to be cool about it, but I'm definitely not one of them. But it's a real thing, hopeful. And yeah, it's definitely a problem as far as like organized, if you're talking organized hate groups or ideology inside the lifting world, yeah, it is a problem. Boo Mansour, hello coach. When I do cardio, running or fast walking, my legs are fine. However, when I do slow, non-cardio walking, like walking in the wall, my legs get numb and I may fall. No pain. Hey man, sounds like you need to maybe talk to a doctor about that. That sounds like some type of pinched nerve. Okay. I could be completely wrong, and I admit I could be completely wrong because I am not a medical doctor. But I did sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night, and that sounds to me like some type of possible pinched nerve or impingement hitting a nerve. I would go talk to a medical doctor. Dude, I'd go see your doctor about that. Okay? Because that's, especially if you fall, we're getting serious, man. Don't play around with that. Dude, don't play around with that. Go see your doctor. Oh man. I'm not going to stand here much longer though, guys. I do need to get my training done. I need to get these tiny biceps pumped up a little bit. All right. My arms are so much smaller in the mornings when I wake up and I haven't had any food. No pump. No vascularity yet. DJ natty or not on Bald Omni, man. I know he's not natty, but would like he's definitely not natty, dude. Paris Butler. That's his real name, by the way. All right. So, because he used to be like, acted like a friend and then just kind of jumped out. Just like Alex, he used to nut hug in all my videos and then the dude just flipped on me. Okay. But it seems to be a little trend in those circles. Seems to be a trend in those circles. But no, he's not natty. And I think to show people a difference, take my client Justin, for example. Because people are like, wow, he looks great. But notice, by comparison, Justin has phenomenal genetics. He's been training for like 17, 18 years. I've been coaching him for 5. Keep in mind, the guy has amazing genetics. He squatted 520 pounds and deadlifted 590. The dude can crank out weighted pull-ups all day long. Okay. He looks great, but he still doesn't have that polished. He just doesn't have that same look, does he? And again, we're talking about a guy with amazing genetics. 17 years of heavy ass lifting, and then I've coached him all those others and made him progress. And but look by comparison, and to the average person, he looks phenomenal, but he still doesn't have that same final look those guys are having. That fullness, that fullness and striations when they're lean, and that degree of thickness they're getting with it. It's just not there. It looks like Alex put it all on private. So, I mean, he's bitch made, dude. And I'm going to go in hard. I told someone else, said, hey, man, it looks like you made it all private. Someone messaged me, like, in my friends list, and I'm like, yeah, I smell some pussy now. Coach smells some pussy. So we're going to go in hard on Alex now that he did that. Limitless says, Coach, I want to get a weight vest, but how much would be appropriate for me? I've never done it before I weigh. We'll start with something light. Start with 5 kilograms and build up. Joseph, arguably too many processed red meats, not enough fiber, and being obese. That's real high on the list. Pepper, I see. I teach as I have the clips. Yeah, a lot of people do, apparently. All right, guys. I am about to wind this one down in a minute. Your client Justin's my inspiration. His physique and strength are my goals. Yeah. And what I will say, maybe for some people, Justin may be out of reach because he does have great genetics and he's been doing this, again, 16, 17 plus years, maybe longer. I would need to check my notes. But it does show you can still reach certain goals that are amazing without gear, if that's your choice. But even he may eventually cash in and do TRT. He just doesn't need it. All right. But he's now in his he's in his late 30s now. I would need to check my exact notes because he hired me over 5 years ago. And he was like 31 or 32 or so. So I need to check. I think he's ballpark 37 right now. Right? Ballpark. But I think that does show that we're getting up to where, what can you expect as lifetime batting goals for some people if you're pretty good genetics and so on. But I mean, that's a lot of years, and that's what people have to remember. It's not that certain goals can't be reached without gear. It's the time frames involved. All right. Cool. All right, guys. I do need to wind this down. It's 9 o'clock. My day started a little later. All right. So I know there's a few more of you guys' questions, but guys, I need to go get my training done. But I love all of you guys and gals. There will be another big live tonight. So I hope this has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.